Community sentences cut crime. There cannot be a more clearer message than that. When you look at reoffending rates, when you look at the fact that prison doesn't work, you look at things that do work, you have to look for alternatives. And that's why conferences like today and programmes that we celebrate today are so important and so vital, because they make an important difference to people's lives, real people's lives, and their families and local communities. It doesn't come more straightforward than that. So talk to us about why community sentences cut crime.
Well, because we believe community sentences can challenge and change people for the better. They treat people as individuals, not just as units sitting in cells, which all too often prison sentences end up being, where people literally spend all their time in a prison cell lying in a bunk and very little purposeful activity is being done. The difference with community sentences is that they are tailored to the individual, and they directly tackle the underlying causes of crime, which could be addiction, mental health problems, employment and training needs. There's a whole range of things that community sentences can tackle. And the other point to make is that crime happens in the community, and the best place to actually tackle crime is in the community. People can go to prison, it's a very alien environment. They're not actually subject to the same pressures that they would be in the community that may have led them to offend. And they may do okay while they're in prison, but when they go back to the community and face those pressures again, they face problems and they re-offend. So if you don't do the work in the community where those pressures lie, then you're really fighting an uphill battle, and that's why community sentences are often much more effective.
How important is it for you to, as a sentencer, to support something like the Community Programmes Awards?
Vital that we as sentencers are involved and engaged with activities like this. We use community sentences regularly in the courts, and we need to know that those sentences are being effective and that they are being productive, because if we can have confidence in them, we're going to use them more.
Well, I'm here because I suppose I'm aware, because of one or two people that are very much involved with the Howard League of Penal Reform, of just how important it is to get the message out there that for a lot of offenders, prison doesn't work, and it makes a bad situation even worse. And the community service, in many instances, has been shown to be incredibly cost effective, but also incredibly effective, turning things around. It saves us money, and it saves us making the problem even worse by not sending a lot of people to prison.
Is there more that we can do to promote the work of community programmes and celebrate their successes, much in the way that Max Clifford was speaking about earlier?
Well, I think Max Clifford gave us lots of clues about what we should be doing, because really the media isn't concerned with success. Often the media is about bad news, and of course these are about good news. This is about saying, look, actually, you can cut crime, you can have less crime, safer communities and fewer people in prison simply by investing in these kinds of community sentences. So of course we've got to promote this. We've got to go on a roadshow, we've got to collect various materials, we've got to present these kinds of case studies. But of course there's never enough that we can do, because people by and large don't know about this type of community penalty and why it cuts crime.
Community sentences are the way to cut crime and help make society safer. We have to make them work better. We have to celebrate the fantastic work that's done by voluntary organisations and probation service and others right across the country. So the awards bring to the public attention the good work that lots and lots of people are doing across our whole nation.